So
So
praise without qualification.
praise without judgment. And I'll give you an example. If you've
Give
been
me
working
that.
with a child to get them to take a shower every day and wash every crack and every crevice, because sometimes that's hard
That's hard.
for them. I tell you, the stinkiest kids in the world are the 6th and 7th grade girls, because they all of a sudden they start stinking and they don't realize that they stink. But I have 5 daughters, and all of them have transitioned, and each one it's like, whew, every day, not every other day. Every day you got to wash, and you got to wash every crack and crevice.
Hmm.
But when you're trying to work on that, if you and sometimes you have to put in some disciplines, and sometimes it's artificial discipline so that the natural consequence doesn't label them as the stinky kid in the class.
Right.
You got to do what you got to do. Well, when they start to do that, sometimes when you praise them for doing that thing that you've been harping on them, it feels like you're still judging and you're still harping on them. So if you say, thank you for washing your cracks and crevices, or thank you for not stinking, that is a judgmental praise. You're praising them, but you're being very judgmental when you say it.
Hmm.
Okay. So there's a way to do things that is not judgmental that seems to make a difference for changing behavior. And if your kid takes out the trash, finally, right, you've been working with them to do it on their own, and they do it, and you're like, woohoo, they did it. You don't go and you say thank you for taking out the trash with intensity, because then they feel like, oh yeah, I'm never doing it, I'm never good enough, and they feel judged. But if you say, oh man, I walked into the kitchen this morning and it was so nice to be able to throw away XYZ because the trash was empty. Thank you. So you make it about your life becoming better because of something they chose to do, instead of them complying to that which you've been trying to get them to do forever. So compliance, thanking them for compliance, is just another way of you harping on them and controlling them. Expressing how great it feels to have your life be improved because of something they chose to do, that's the difference.